When we talk about comfort food, you gotta talk soups, you gotta talk chowders. Today I'm making a delicious corn chowder and it's super simple. Throw everything in the crock pot. That's the kind of recipes a lot of people like, especially this time of year when it's cold. Who wants to do anything? You just wanna sit on the couch, smell that delicious food all day. All right, so there's a lot of chopping involved in this recipe. So if you're not good with a knife, it's probably gonna take you a while. But we're gonna start by just cubing up some potatoes. So to do that, we are just going to figure out a size that we like. I'm thinking possibly quarters here and then dice them up. And when you're dicing potatoes, obviously it's not a very hard thing to do, but you're gonna want to try to keep the shapes and the sizes kind of uniform so that everything will be done around the same time, because there's nothing more frustrating than when you're cooking something up in the crock pot and like you check, and turns out, you know, half the veggies are raw, the carrots are raw. You know, no one wants to be eating crunchy carrots in a soup. It'll take that recipe down from a 10 to a 6 real fast. Once we got our potatoes nice and cubed, we're simply gonna go in some nonstick cooking spray. We're gonna put in all those potatoes that we just diced up. And that's just to get them out of the way because we still got to chop up celery and carrots. Next on the list is our celery, and boy am I happy to get rid of this, because if anyone's ever cooked with celery before, you know that you buy the darn thing and then you throw away the rest of it. So the key is to find a couple recipes you can use it with, because it's tough. They sell it in bunches. It's not really expensive, but you just gotta find it in smaller quantities. And what we're gonna do here is that we're just gonna kind of finely chop it up. And we're just cutting up 1 cup of celery here. We're gonna do the same thing with that celery that we did with the potatoes. Just gonna throw that all in there. Again, that's 1 cup of diced up celery. You can cut it even smaller if you'd like. That's good enough for me. Next on the list, we got a white onion here, or like 3/4 of it. And we are going to just cut that bad spot off on it. We're gonna dice it up. We need a cup of this. And wear eye protection or just deal with crying, because onions can be emotionally draining. I'm doing the nice little dice on it. You can chop it. The recipe says to chop it. So you can chop it in larger slices, but some people don't like onion. And so if you make it smaller, you can kind of hide it from them. Same deal here though, 2 cups of onion. Hopefully you can dice those up into small enough pieces. I cut up way more than we needed though, so I'll just substitute with some smaller pieces. So there's that. So far, 5 potatoes, cubed and diced, 1 cup of celery, 1 cup of diced onions. All right, for our carrots, it says peeled and diced. I'm not peeling these carrots. I mean, they're baby carrots. There's just no reason to peel them. And also, I feel like it's more directed towards using like whole carrots. But I'm thinking we'll probably do similar to what we did with the potatoes. Just kind of dice them up like that. Kind of quarter them and chop them probably another, you know, quarter and quarter. And we'll just do a bunch of small pieces like that. Again, we're just trying to do as many uniform pieces as possible. All right, we're gonna add in those carrots. Just got done chopping those. This recipe is also a great way to kind of get in some veggies, or for the kids or whatever, you know, trying to get them to eat more veggies. This recipe is delicious. Great food, great for the cold. And I think we're pretty much done chopping stuff up. We're done chopping. Next, we're gonna add in our corn. Thankfully, we don't have to chop this up. We have 1 bag of steam fresh, super sweet corn. And last thing for the big ingredients, 1 15-ounce can of cream style sweet corn. And obviously, we're just gonna go ahead, pour that whole 15-ounce can of creamed corn into that crock pot. All right, now for the fun part, we're doing seasonings. We're gonna go in with about 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of dried marjoram, just a dash of red pepper flakes in there. Add as much heat as you'd like. Then of course we're gonna go in with salt. Probably a couple, teaspoon and a half. And then black pepper. And I kind of load up on black pepper. It adds so much flavor. Next on the list, we need 3 cups of chicken broth. And I like to use water. If you've been watching me for long enough, you'll know that I really do like these Weiler's chicken cubes. And so you'll add 1 cube per cup of water and it just makes a much nicer broth. So here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. And at this point, I'm just gonna mix everything up. This is ready to go for the crock pot. We're gonna cook this up for a while. I do 7 hours on low or about 2.5, 3 hours on high. And it's not done, so don't turn the video off now. We gotta do a couple things 30 minutes before this bad boy's done. So stick with me and we'll finish this up. But we're gonna get this in the crock pot, throw it on. I'm gonna put mine on high for a couple hours. All right, we're gonna put that crock in that pot. We're gonna go ahead, put the lid on it and start her up on high. 2.5, 3 hours. Come back with me, we gotta finish this up. We have about half an hour left in this cooking process. Either way, so let's say you're cooking it on low and that's 7 hours, you're gonna want to stop it with 6.5 hours left to make sure that you can get this in and what's gonna help thicken it. This is our half and half and our flour mixture. We got 1 cup of half and half here. And to that, we're gonna be adding in 2 tablespoons of flour. So I've been cooking this for about 2.5 hours. So it's about time to add that mixture in. I'm gonna whisk these together using my small whisk. Try to incorporate them. We're gonna pull this lid off, get all that nice steam coming out. Always be careful you're pulling off that crock pot lid and never pull it out too soon. And we're just gonna dump that mixture in there. And we're gonna grab a spatula, just scrape out all of the flour and half and half mixture in there. And then we're just gonna mix it up. It smells absolutely delicious. And that's it. We're just gonna throw this lid back on and we're gonna let it cook up for another 30 minutes and it should be a lot thicker. In this process, I'm gonna go ahead and cook up a little bit of bacon, a couple strips, you wanna top it off with bacon and chop up a little bit of green onion for some garnish, but bacon goes super well with this. So I'm gonna do that off camera, but give it another 30 minutes. Let's try it out. Okay, about time we open that lid again, guys. It has been a couple minutes, about 30 of them bad boys, and we're just gonna mix this up. Oh my gosh, it is smelling so good. Cannot wait to try this out. I think we're completely done here. I wish you guys could smell it. It smells insane. Just cook out the bacon. This is all done. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up, try it out. All right, all that long wait is over. The potatoes are nice and cooked up. All of these veggies are cooked through and it's time to grub. Get a nice big ladle or 2, add that into our bowl. Next, we went ahead and diced up some green onion, as well as I diced up some bacon. You could use bacon bits or cook fresh, depends how lazy you're feeling. But there's that, that looks absolutely great. All right, as always, my favorite part of each video. Let's try this bad boy out. God, it smells so good. Super hearty. Look at all them vegetables in there, guys. This is like the absolute perfect meal if you're just trying to get a big dose of vegetables. But you also get some bacon on there. You could definitely throw some cheese on here as well. It is very hot. Let's try it out. That is very good. That is the perfect comfort food. It's got great flavor to it. It's nice and warm. Definitely fill you up nice and easy. And it's not super unhealthy for you either. It's also not this huge, long, elaborate process. If you had a vegetable chopper, you just bam, 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 all done. All the vegetables done. Throw them all in the crock pot. Super simple. Didn't take very long. Who doesn't love a recipe like that? Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.